Okay, I wrote this poem a few years ago, but it really encapsulates, well, basically my life and what's going on with the church. It's a poem, I call it the Simpleton Soliloquy of My Life's Walk. Thanks, folks. Not. First beating us with face, heads, and neck slaps, screaming, yelling names, swinging belts, switches, and paddles from when we were very young. These are my not-so-precious memories when that Jack Wang song is sung. Not only that, the memories flood of the time I had no choice but to taste my own blood. Then on top of all that, my Christian sainted parents weren't through, for the Jesus they taught us was born a Hebrew Jew. But there are no J's in Greek, Aramaic, or Hebrew. So now what are you gonna do? He came to earth from heaven to save all from sin's second death and tell us what all this doing was for. Like keep all 9 suggestions, 10 commandments to go and sin no more. But most excuse Satan's Catholic Sunday as the most holy thing you can do. This J guy never did or said before. Now, who again is supposed to save you? John 7:16 says, this Jesus said, my doctrine is not my own. He walked all days in his Father's ways. The example for us is shown. Yehoshua taught and kept Yahweh's Torah, his Father's word in 2. Kept all his Sabbath days, his annual appointed times, even Hanukkah at John 10:22. But most churches preach every Sunday, on Easter, at Christmas, and Valentine's, with flying deer, pierced hearts, jelly bean egg-laying chocolate marshmallow bunnies, all pagan made-up times. We teach this to our children as truth and praise for God. We say we follow his word, but it's not there. Any of it. Now this alone is highly, most very odd. Even church leaders will tell me, well, we got to give them something. But when I say, well, why not give them the truth? They'll look at me with loathing disdain, as though I had just said something highly profane, unkind, unclean, or uncouth. Messiah Yehoshua's birth, death, resurrection, the core Bible that is true. We mix this with profane customs then, praise and worship with it too? 2 Corinthians 11:14 presents a sobering theme of Satan's ministry done behind the pulpit in God's church. Like that old stuff was all changed. It's been fulfilled. No need to obey, remember, or search. pushing fantasy grace. No law, just trust in Jesus. That's all we need to do. But Matthew 7:23 says it differently. Obeying the truth of Yah's Torah laws are on you. We're all taught a brand new gospel, all things different from the cross. But the Hebrews 4:2 Sinai gospel remains the same for them back there and now for all of us. We're all to confess all sin, living his commandments in his covenant. We all are to be Jehovah's very family under his Ephesians 2:12 Commonwealth Melchizedek covenant. Jehovah's covenant, to walk outside it, is to go it on your own. Childish ignorance is of one thing, is unstudied arrogance when you're grown. Reward is what we all want while breaching Jehovah's covenant. You'll get rewarded all right in what the wicked are to get. So turn your heart to the Melchizedek covenant mediator. Accept Yehoshua, Jehovah's son. Learn his Melchizedek covenant life, right rulings, and commandments, gaining his Melchizedek life before your life here on earth is done. And that's straight up my life, the truth.